Hi CRF guys, well the time has come. We have some more information available for the SSS 325 big bore kit, and I'd like to talk you through a few points now. Now first of all, we're going to release this on Christmas Eve. There's going to be limited stock available, but there'll be more stock then available in January. Just a bit short supply on some gasket sets at the moment. But anyway, let's get into it. Righto, there's the cylinder. Alright, so the cylinder starts off just the original CRF 300 cylinder. Alright, and we bore it in-house and we fit a liner inside the original jug. Right, so the standard bore size is 76mm, and we've gone to 81mm to achieve very close to 325cc. Now, just so you can see here, that's a stock piston, the polka dots on it, stock believe it or not. And if you can see in the cylinder bore, it's substantially bigger. So wiggle it up and down, and that's the difference in displacement, right? It's quite massive. There's the piston, right? With our 301 kit, we've used the same piston manufacturer. We've had these manufactured especially for us in the compression ratio that we desire. Now this time around, I'm not doing a low compression or a high compression piston. It just created too much confusion last time because people going, well, why is it low compression? Well, it was higher than standard, but in the big scheme of things, it was our low compression piston, and we offered a high compression piston to certain guys, motard guys, and guys that had a 98 fuel available to them at all times. But now we're not doing that this time. We're not going to quote the compression ratio. The compression ratio is higher than standard naturally because we're after performance, but we're not going to confuse the subject because the phone just rang, and you know, it just drove me nuts, right? And I'm explaining the same thing over and over again. So this time around, we'll just leave that out of the equation. But anyway, the big bore kit will have a different air intake, right? These are a printed air intake. A firm in Thailand make these. One of our valued customers that has already got one of our big bore kits sent this in for evaluation, and we've tested it in a few different applications, and they do work, and they work quite well. The beauty about this particular system is we don't rely on the I'll change my wording there. The CRF300 airbox, you used to see a lot of people use the CBR intake boot and it doesn't fit properly, and you know, you run the risk of dusting the engine. We never went down that track because I can just see way too many issues and people dusting and wrecking their engines. So this is a better way around it. You do Sikaflex it into the airbox. They do supply silicone, but we recommend that you use the Sikaflex that you use on body kits on cars. It's very, very durable, it's flexible, won't crack, and it does a great job. There's a big performance increase there. We've done some testing on the standard engine, and we're going to release it for the standard engine as well, and a separate flash. But above 8,500 RPM, the bike does require a fair bit more fuel. So you can't use this on a standard engine or a big bore engine, right, without having the proper flash, because it will run lean, it'll run hot, it'll probably detonate and destroy your engine. So beware, right? You can buy these from other places around the world, right? And there's no ECU flash offered. Some people do, but most of them don't, right? Don't put this on your bike unless you've got the right ECU to suit, okay? They're available on our website now. We've got limited stock. There is more stock coming. Good thing. Now, the gaskets. I've contracted out an American firm to make our gaskets, Cometic gaskets. You know, they're a known brand, been around forever, very good quality. That's what our kits will come with, okay? It's a Pacific gasket designed for the 81mm bore. It's not a rehashed version from some other model, okay? So, ready to go. Well, you know, it'll fit the CBR model as well, I suppose, okay? Dyno graphs, pretty impressive, guys. You know, it is a game changer. We're still going to offer the 301cc kit. It's been super popular. You know, it's you know, budget friendly, and it, you know, touch wood, we haven't had any failures to date. A couple of guys stuffed up putting the rings into the bore. We had to send a couple of sets of rings out early in the piece. We increased the chamfer length and depth on the bottom of the cylinder, just to try and make it a bit easier again, but you know, that's really up to the user not to mark that up. That was the only issue we had. It's been great. We sold over 55, I might be closer to 60 now, those 301 kits. Super popular. This 325 kit is a different price point, right? It's nowhere near the same price as you know, the other kit. This will be an exchange only kit. We will have cylinders and ECUs to purchase separate if you don't want to, but what we prefer is an exchange basis to keep the price of this kit down as much as we can. It's going to be substantially more than the 301 kit because the machining costs, you know, labour to fit the new sleeve and also to supply the sleeve. Now the sleeves I've had custom made, they're not an off-the-shelf sleeve, and they are specifically to do the job with this 300, okay? I looked around for off-the-shelf sleeves. They're either too thick or too thin. They just didn't really suit the application. But anyway, we got there. You know, the cylinder comes back decked on the top. You know, it's beautiful, so you get a nice good seal on that multi-layer gasket. Around the bottom of it, it still looks standard, okay? But the sleeve is quite thick. If you just wait a minute, I'll grab a bare sleeve and I'll show you what they look like. So these are the sleeves that I got made. You've got a special little shoulder on the top. They're still nice and thick. This isn't at 81 mil, it's about 80 mil at the moment. So it's a little bit thinner that when we've finished boring size. And you know, really good sleeve, great quality. We've done a lot of testing with this so far, right? So it's not something that we're just throwing on the market. We're very confident that that we're ready to release. You know, with the 301 kit, we were bamboozled with orders to start with. We've slowly got through them, so just be patient. Some guys will get them straight away, you know, that are straight off the bat. The other guys might have to wait a week or so. But, you know, it will happen. We will take pre-orders as well on the website, so if you want to get in line, that's fine. It's all green light, it's all go. It's the gasket kits that we're really struggling at the moment, just waiting for that supplier to send through another 20 sets. But yeah, it's exciting times. The numbers are fantastic. And you know, let's give these CF Moto 450s what for. I shouldn't say that because we tune those as well. But the power that this little kit, you know, produces is just, you know, it's just next level. Okay, you know, it's not arm wrenching and whatnot, but for, you know, a little adventure bike, it's very surprising. You know what you can achieve out of that engine. Now, yes, there's more power left. There's, you know, I know what they're capable of. Right, we've pulled them up. Right, we've pulled them up to a safe figure that we know and trust, and you know, so it's going to be competitive. You know, in the market as well with you know, other kits that are available from our you know, other competitors. So our pistons, just back to that, we paid so much attention to the weight of the piston. Now obviously it's definitely heavier, it's got to be heavy because it's so much bigger, right? But it's nowhere near as heavy as some of the forged American pistons that are on the market, right? And your balance factor of the crankshaft is put out considerably, right? So this little motor, there's no vibration, you know, additional to what it does standard, which is very, very little to none. The material of the piston is very, very similar, right? We've machined these oil retention slots on here, and you've got the feedback, the return oil holes there as well, and you can see that they're slightly bigger than the standard. Right. Paid a lot of attention to the design of this piston. It's very, very similar, same manufacturer as the 301. The pistons are made in Japan, the rings are made in Thailand, the pins made in Thailand, the clips are made in Thailand. Right, so let's just clear that up straight away. Right? But don't forget, guys, the bike is actually made in Thailand. Anyway, over and out and enjoy.